Let's talk about the practical application of being a snugglist. And the first part of that is getting down to business. You are a business and you should treat yourself like one. Get yourself organized so that you can handle all of the inflow and outflow of income and taxes and deductions, and make sure that you're registered as a business. Also, it's really important to promote yourself. I created my own Facebook and Instagram profiles to show off my personality, what I do, and also talk to potential clients. And then I'd always refer them to the Snuggle Buddies website for booking. I highly recommend that you seek out someone who is an expert in promoting via social media. I promise you that it will be beneficial for your business and help you to not feel scattered and all over the place when you're promoting yourself on your choice social media platform. Also, you can never know too much. There's so many skills that go into being a snugglist, and some of them make you unique. My training in social dance is something that I bring into my sessions and has helped me to connect better with my clients because it addresses touch and it addresses consent and it addresses ways of having platonic touch that are fun. So, read psychology books, take a Reiki course, or massage, or hypnotherapy, or dance, or yoga, or find a life coach that will help you to actualize what you want to do for your clients. Now, when it comes to the practical application with your clients and with marketing yourself in person, have an elevator pitch. Have a 30-second what you do, why you do it, and what your client will get out of it to say when you're talking about yourself, because you are your best promoter. People can be unsure about new things, so reassuring them that it's something that they will get something out of and something that they're looking for is key. Phrases like, "You're taking the right steps," "Thank you for taking care of yourself," and "This is going to be an amazing experience. I think this is exactly what you're looking for," will help clients to feel excited to get started with their sessions. When you get going with a client, you need to assess exactly what they're looking for out of a session. And you can guide the success of this because some clients don't know what they want. And they also won't be able to articulate it well. So ask choice questions. Say, would you prefer to hold hands or would you prefer to hug? Giving them choices helps them to quickly give you feedback and you can assess where you're headed. Pay attention to their body language, their facial expressions, and their tension. Tell a client what you like in a session, and sometimes they won't know until they get to try and appreciate the ideas. Be ready to change course if the client doesn't seem satisfied, and be proactive about this because when you're proactive about it, it helps the clients feel excited because you're leading them on a journey instead of them having to direct you. Pre-session preparation. This is really important, and I've talked a lot about boundaries and procedures, but easing into a session is vital. You can't just go to full on spooning the second your client walks in the door. That would be very jarring. So instead, I like to ease my clients in with a hand-holding exercise that I learned at a dance conference. What you do is you tell your client that you're going to take some time to get acquainted just through your hands. So ask them if they will sit with you, close their eyes, and hold hands, and you'll let them know when to end. And can give you a lot of feedback. You can tell if a client is hesitant by their touch. You can tell if a client's very eager. You can tell if they're exploring or if you're going to have to lead the session. Sometimes you'll know just from how much they engage or don't engage what you're going to have to lead and when you can also step back. So if a client's running their hands all over your hands, you know that you're probably going to have to bring an energy of slowing things down and being methodical and paying attention and trying to not let the session go to a place where it shouldn't go. Also, if a client's really hesitant and you're the one touching them a lot, you'll know that you're going to have to lead the session, give them lots of choices, and help them to discover what they actually like and want. Also, you can do a breathing exercise where you and a client breathe together, and you can lead them in this by saying, we're going to take an in-breath for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an excellent relaxation technique. It's called box breathing, and you can do it just to help set the mood for the session. You can play music during a session. Music helps us to feel in sync, and especially when our bodies are moving with the music, it activates our empathy sensors in our brain. So choosing the right kind of music is also important for setting the tone for the session. And personally set an intention for what you want to accomplish in this session. You don't have to verbalize it, but having one will change the energy of your session. Once you've started the session, it's important to remember that at any point when you are changing what you're doing, you need to ask for permission to touch. And this seems hokey and weird, but it's really important for establishing trust with a client. Some people don't like to be touched in certain places or in certain ways, so try to establish that up front, but also still just ask. Do you mind if I lightly tickle your arm? Is it all right if I squeeze you? Can we change positions? Would this position be better for you? As you start to engage in touch, continually ask for permission. This helps the client feel safe and respected, and it also helps maintain your professionalism. You can have a lot of fun in a snuggle session. Touch is about connection and it's about enjoyment. Having a positive conversation and adding humor to facilitate connection can be a great way to engage. Exploring different types of touch should be fun. Trying different positions can be exciting. Remember the importance of body weight. And one of my favorite poses is in the Cuddle Sutra book, and it's called Through the Woods. And I love it because it's like spooning, but it's a side spoon, and it's actually a lot more comfortable in some ways for my body. When it comes to those positions, a few pro tips. First of all, if you're uncomfortable with anything in the Cuddle Sutra book, which includes the position itself or the name of the position, I mean, one of them's called 68 and a half, so like it's kind of pushing the boundary of platonic and sexual. So you can take pictures from the PDF and print those out yourself and make your own cards with your own names. The other thing I highly recommend, and this you can do in your practice sessions, but also, with your own partner or friends, is practice leading someone getting into and out of a pose. And that includes both sides. So like Through the Woods, there's 2 different ways to lay together with a partner. One person's on their side and one person's on their back. You need to know how to get into the position on your side and on your back, and to lead your client in getting into their part of the pose as well. Remember, this is a dance. You are the lead, they're the follow, and they'll feel safer when you know what you're doing. The next part of your training is practical application. You're going to now practice snuggling before you take any clients. You've had tons of slides and you've listened to me talk for a very long time. So take all of that information now and prepare yourself to do your practical applications. Do all of the steps to prepare before your first practice session so that you know how you're going to run it. And practice with other snuggleists. They will give you so much insight because they've been there, they've done that, they know how to run a successful session themselves, and they can give you pointers for refining. Because it's about improvement and getting better every day. A session won't always go perfectly, but we're always working on ourselves to be better. And when we do that, it gives our clients the safety and security to do that for themselves. So thank you for sitting through these trainings, and go out there and snuggle.